is Bruce, the Last Nail. Today's adventure, we can go ahead and call it that. I'm going down back down to downtown Denver. I was just down there yesterday finishing up my vacation, returning the rent-a-car. But today I am taking a break and going to see the Rockies and my LA Dodgers. This will be the Dodgers' last visit here, and they're in a pennant race with the San Francisco Giants. As of this morning, they're 2 games back. So, and I'm going to meet my friend Mark down at the stadium, down at Coors Field. So I'm here at the bus stop at Table Mesa. I'm going to take the bus into downtown. So I hope you're all doing well today, and welcome and come along for the ride with me. And if you like the video, please hit like, and also please hit that subscription button. And it's always fun, interesting to go to Coors Field, especially during a Dodger game, and root for the other team. But go Dodgers! I'm Bruce, the Last Nail, and I made it to Coors. It looks like they've already put everything up for batting practice, so some of the players are out on the field, and they should have the pitchers starting to come out and do kind of their longer throws, and then eventually they'll end up in the bullpens, which you could probably just see right over there. So I've been here to Coors Field lots of times, and of course, again, I'm rooting for my Dodgers. So I'm waiting for Mark. Mark is on his way, and I'm supposed to go to the southwest or southeast gate to give him his ticket to get in. But I wanted to get here a little bit early and just walk around and do some errands. Here's a view of the stadium. I'm closer to left field, but I'm still in left center, and I'm on the concourse. But it's a beautiful stadium. It's a beautiful day. We're in section 340. Mark wanted to be in the shade, so we're right up there on top. The tickets were $17 a piece, and of course they add some service charge, so it ended up being $40 to get in. And there's a fellow Dodger fan right down there. I've seen quite a few Dodger fans here, which makes a lot of sense because we're in a pennant race against the big bad San Francisco Giant. Here, the building around here, we're in downtown Denver. So we're about an hour before game time. There's Dodger fans congregating down here in the Dodger dugout, so I'll probably head down that way and say hi and do some filming. Now I'm on the foul side of the left field foul pole. Right about here used to be a barbecue stand, and I used to get chocolate covered bacon. I don't do that anymore because I'm a vegetarian, and but they do have a burrito bowl here that I should be able to get without any beef or chicken. I should be able to get it with just the rice, probably some pico de gallo, and black beans, and that'll be fine. I'm going to head on over above where the Dodger dugout is. Now I'm down here above the Dodger dugout. Dodger dugout's right over here. To my right, there's the broadcast booth. We got Max Scherzer, right-handed pitcher for the Dodgers, going against Kyle Freeland. So really got a couple of aces going for both teams. So I would imagine this will probably be a low-scoring game. There's the scoreboard. Ray Turner of the Dodgers is hitting .318. He's second. I noticed in the leaders that the batting averages seem to be down this year, probably because the pitching is really good. I think there's been multiple no-hitters. Max Muncy of the Dodgers has 34 home runs. I think this is probably one of the better stadiums in baseball. It opened about, I think, 1994. or 1995, about 1 or 2 years after the Rockies were an expansion team. That right up there is called the rooftop. I've been up there several times. I don't know because of the COVID that Mark and I want to get too much around, too many people. We're really not expecting that many people here today. As I said, there's quite a few Dodger fans, and we will be seeing the game from up there. So it looks like the Rocky ground crew here, the 3 guys, are having a little competition. See which tools they can hold up, but that's pretty cool. They work awfully hard. They do a great job here. That is a real grass field. They keep really good, very good care of the place. Sometimes you can see the field during the winter if you walk around here, like during November or January. Sometimes they let everything go yellow, and they start watering the lawn around February. That's usually pretty much all they need to do to start greening everything up. Here comes one of the Dodgers. I assume it's a Dodger player. Looks like he's going out to the bullpen. The bullpen doors are just to the left of the Yeti sign. Dodger fans are starting to fill in around here. We'll even get Dodger and Rocky fans sitting together, probably unlike up in San Francisco. Just a little quick story. I went at the ticket gate. I went through the metal detector, and they just wanted me to put my camera on the table. That was pretty much it. But I told them that my Dodger hat, the LA had gold on it, but he said that was okay. I could put that through too. So World Series cap from 2020. There you go, World Series champion. I ended up getting the gold cap. There's quite a few people here. I've seen quite a few people here wearing the gold outline shirt. This is the Southwestern Grill, and this is where I'll probably get lunch from. They have a burrito bowl or loaded nachos. So I'm just going to ask them to load the burrito bowl with the right, probably some salsa or some queso, and they should have black beans. If not, oh yeah, they have black beans. Anyway, I'll be by here later in that 505 Southwestern Grill. I'm walking in the concourse, and again, there's quite a few Dodger fans here. Probably don't have much to do today except come see the final game, but the Dodgers are in a tight pennant race with the Giants. Here we are right behind home plate. There's looking towards right field. That's the Rockies dugout. And towards left field, and again, that's the Dodger dugout. Here's the map, Coors Field seating, and we're going to be up here at seat 340. For some reason, I thought we were at 346, but we should be right up here today. This afternoon. Here's the Rocks Grill, where you can get the Rocky dogs and brat. They don't have many choices for vegetarians here, other than maybe French fries, but they're cooked in oil. There's a couple of Dodger fans. Hello. I will say this, back in my hot dog day, I don't think the Rocky dogs even compare to the Dodger dog. This is the main gate, the south gate on Blake Street. I've come in here a few times, and you've got kind of a concourse staircase that goes up to the next level, and I'm heading out towards that southeast corner to meet Mark. I know he's on his way. We've gone to quite a few of the Rocky games, and there's crew hard at work getting the field ready for today's game between my Los Angeles Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies here in Denver, Colorado. So here's the Blue Moon Grill or smokehouse where you can get Blue Moon. Blue Moon is brewed by Coors, and of course, this is Coors Field. Okay, so Mark finally made it just a while ago, and I had my burrito bowl. So the game started, and Sager got the first hit for the Dodgers, single to right field. And we're up here. Some people would call this nosebleed seats, but they're good seats. We got an unobstructed view except for the stairs over here. So we still got the top of the first. Dodgers now have players on first and second. So maybe we're getting a rally. I just mentioned to Mark that with the pitching, we might get a 2-1 or a 3-2 game, depending how long the pitchers last. And so maybe the Dodgers can turn a run, or it's one out. Will it be a grounder to the infield? The infield's up. And will that turn into a double play? This is the biggest field in Major League Baseball. And that's a pop foul. Ground ball to the Dodger dugout. And the batter is Justin Turner. And still men on first and second. It's 2-2 and one out. I'm not trying to commentate the game, just trying to give a flavor. Up, and it's a pop-up. Looks like the second baseman is going out to center field, and he caught the ball. 2 out. Okay, now we got 2 outs, and Max Muncy is batter. He's got 34 home runs.
You probably don't get to watch the Dodgers very much, do you?
No, I don't get to see the Dodgers on TV. That was high and inside. I don't think Muncy liked that, but it just looks like the ball got away from Freeland. I don't know what the raised arm was, whether he was apologizing or just letting Muncy know that the ball got away. I can't see that the Rockies and the Dodgers would have any issues going on. And there's another pop-up. This time, looks like the shortstop, and that retires a side with 2 left on base. Okay, this is always interesting. The Rockies are up. Turner just went into almost short center field. They put the shift on where they got 3 infielders on the right side, and they got Sager, who's playing shortstop, on the left side, and it hits a fly ball to left field with 2 outs, and that's the end of the first inning. Okay, so we just had a double by A.J. Pollock.
Is it Pollock or Pollock?
Yeah, that's question. Pollock, I would say Pollock. Austin Barnes, the catcher, is the batter. It's a beautiful day out here. It's about saying 81 degrees. That's in the sun. We're in the shade, so I think it's a little cooler here. It's probably in the 70s. But let's see, we got Dodger on second, and we got 0, no out. Okay, base hit to right field, and Pollock made it in. Pollock slowed down a little bit. I noticed him slowing down a little bit, and then he had to speed it up and slide into home. So I hope he's okay. But now we got Barnes on first and Gavin Luck, the Dodger center fielder, and they've gone ahead and put Cody Bellinger on the disabled list, which good idea. I think they ought to just shut him down for the rest of the year because he's hurt pretty good. He's hurting pretty good. I don't think he ever healed from his shoulder surgery. And there's another base hit to right field. That one was by Lux. So the Dodgers have runners on first and second.
Oh, yeah. Which way did you go up to Yellowstone? Did you go through Rock Springs?
Yes. Yeah, Mark, I don't know if you heard or not, but Mark just asked which way we went up to Yellowstone and went through Rock Springs. Real exciting drive between Laramie and Rock Springs. But I will be putting out videos on the Wyoming trip, but I'm going to try to get this one out first. The Dodgers put the double steal on and were able to successfully steal second and third. So the Dodgers look like they're coming to play, trying to stay with the Giants. Now the previous play is under review. It looked pretty close.
I thought they got him.
it looks like the Dodger runner did get his left hand on the bag just slightly before the tag was put on. So it's a close play, but I think he was in. Yep, he was in. Looks good to me. And that's what they determined. He was in. So the call on the field stands. Good call. Runners on second and third, and there's still no out. Scherzer is still the batter. Scherzer, the Dodger pitcher. He just struck out. So the leadoff Dodger batter Betts, his second at bat of the game, he just struck out. So now we got 2 outs with Dodger runners on second and third with Sager up. And Sager just hit a bloop to right field, just over the second baseman's head, and both runs just scored, both runners. So now it's 3-0, 3-0 Dodgers. He got 3 runs in the top of the second. Number 6, Trey Turner. When you've been following the Dodgers as long as I have, you tend to remember some of the ex-Dodgers that have worn the same number. And of course, back in the 70s and very early 80s, number 6 was the Garv. That was Steve Garvey, first baseman. We used to call him the Iron Man because he had a fairly long streak in the National League. And there's that, ground ball to third base. The Rockies are up in the bottom of the second. One of their stars, Trevor Story. I wanted to point something out. The seats are all green. They're all like a dark, rich green, except you see a band of purple seats. And that band of purple seats, it's about five or six, that's about 6 seats down from the top of the stadium. That's a mile high. That's 5,280 feet above sea level. If you go down to the Capitol building, it's about halfway up the step, which is south of part of Denver downtown. There's a medallion there that says those seats are a mile high. So when you go walk up the 16th Street Mall, you're actually walking uphill. It's base hit by the Rockies. So they call this part of downtown LoDo, or Lower Denver. And the other part of downtown, I would imagine, is called Upper Denver, but I'm not Upper Downtown, but I'm not really sure about that. But this is LoDo, Lower Denver, Lower Downtown. So we're having a rally by the Rockies, and I haven't been covering their offense too much. Mark and I have been talking off camera. Right now, it's now 3-3. Dodgers 3, Rockies 3. In the bottom of the second, the Rockies are still up with the runner on first. And that was a ground ball to the Dodger first baseman, and he stepped on the bag for the third out. Okay, so they got one of the fan participation things on the screen. I guess we got a camera pointing to some of the fans, and then they're superimposing some glasses.
Thank you.
So they always like to have fun. Looks like we're in the bottom of the fourth, still 3-3. The score is tied. There's the scoreboard out in right field with some of the games going on. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3 in the National League. Keeping an eye on San Diego and San Francisco. They're in the bottom of the first. San Diego's got a 1-run lead. They're playing in San Diego now. San Francisco will be here this weekend. And then we got a final in the American League. Chicago White Sox over Cleveland 7-2. And there's 2 games. There were 2 games. Cleveland's finished, and Oakland. The Cleveland Indians are soon to be the Cleveland Guardians. So they won't be making the playoffs, so they'll probably be known as Guardians the day that the season is over with. The regulars. Scherzer is still in for the Dodgers, and yeah, it is the bottom of the fourth. Scherzer's throwing a 4-hitter, and Freeland is throwing a 6-hitter. There's a fly ball, and Very nicely handled by Max Muncy of the Dodgers. This stadium is real similar to Camden Yards in Baltimore, and I've been to a game there. In fact, it was the Colorado Rockies were playing the Orioles. We're now in the top of the fifth, and the Dodgers got a rally going, 0 outs, and runners on first and second. Turner's up. A short fly ball to right center field, and that was handled by Hilliard, the Rockies right fielder. So now we still got first and second, and batter now, that's Max Muncy. I said earlier, Muncy's got 34 home runs. So let's see what he can do. This is a home run park. It's a big park, but the air is a little thin up here, so the balls carry much more. One of the Dodgers last night, in a losing effort, hit a ball 472 feet. Not sure exactly where, but it was out in left center, and it was probably close to halfway up the seats out there. But let's see what Muncy does. Home run would be kind of nice. It would give the Dodgers a 6-3 lead. But I've seen some pretty high-scoring games here, too. Muncy still the batter. Oh. And so, Muncy just hit into a double play. So out there in right field, so quite a few years ago I came to a game here when Yasiel Puig was the right fielder for the Dodgers. There was one play where a ball went over his head and he retrieved the ball at the warning track and just rifled it to third base and threw one of the runners out. Now they can probably still find that, probably on YouTube, but he was quite a player for the Dodgers. That was Yasiel Puig. And I saw someone today wearing a Puig shirt. But he was anything but boring. So I'm just taking a break. Had to take a little bit of a bio break, as they say, but this is the concourse outside. We're in section 340, the upper part, and this is the LoDo part of Denver. That's a new building across the street, and there's the rest of downtown Denver. So I'm going to take a little walk this way. There's some of the outside brickwork, and that's how you walk up here if you don't take the escalator, which lets out over there. So there's Nathan's hot dogs here. You get Polish sausage, super dog. Let's go down here. And here's some more downtown. Now there's some screaming going on. So I don't know what happened there. What happened with the Rockies? Maybe they scored. Maybe someone hit a home run. So I'll find out when I get back. But here's some concessions behind home plate. There are some more gourmet dogs. I've had the tornadoes before. The tornadoes, those are pretty good. Okay, so the noise I heard earlier was a home run by the Rockies. They're still up, so they've had 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th, and they lead the Dodgers 5-3. But I was out looking at concessions. The Rockies hoping to play a spoiler today. Looks like the Giants are down 4-2 against, they're in the 3rd inning against the Padres out in San Diego. So both the Dodgers and the Rockies have both replaced their pitcher, and like Mark, I'm not going to show Mark right now, but we both got our hats turned backwards because there's a little area in there where the sun is shining through, so it's getting on the back of our neck. For a few innings, possibly the rest of the game, or as long as we stay here with our hats turned backwards. But I still have I still have a little bit of gold. Okay, so let's see who the Rockies got as sponsors. Got Coors Light, of course. It's Coors Field. 5 years out, that would be Arrow. Steel, they do tools. DraftKings, Bank of Colorado is now their official bank. Topo Chico, Hard Seltzer, Bacchus Shanker. They've had King Supers for a while. And out in the outfield wall, we've got Geico, Louisiana hot sauce, Lifetime, America Financing, I'm not sure, that's AT&T Sportsnet, Sports Fanatics, Break Plus, and T-Mobile. And over in left field, beyond the left field stands, they've got Toyota Tundra. They got a nice Tundra out there. And UC Health. So now it's time for the 7th inning stretch.
With Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Let's see if Take Me Out to the Ball Game. I just noticed my battery's getting a little bit low. So let's see if the battery outlasts Take Me Out to the Ball Game. So for the Rockies now, Chosine is the pitcher. He came up with the Rockies. Now this is his second time. And Dodgers got one out, runner on first. It's now, let's see, for the Dodgers, it's the top of the 8th. They're down by 2 runs still. There goes a runner, and he's in. So we just had a stolen base. So we're getting in the late innings, and it doesn't look like a lot of fans have left. At least the fans that are here. I don't know what the attendance is. My guess is it's around 10,000, but they haven't posted the attendance yet. Oh, we got some fans in left field going, "Let's go Dodgers," trying to make some noise for the boys in blue and gray.
The last game we came to, we were out there and I started the chant, "Beat LA, beat LA."
Oh yeah. Ball into left field, but it looks like it's caught on the warning track. That leaves Turner at second base. Now it's 2 outs. So that was good hope for a home run, but just not quite enough. Now for the Dodgers, A.J. Pollock. Let's see what we can do. I would say singles work really good too. In fact, a single to right field would bring the runner in. It should bring him in. Then it's a 1-run game. In San Diego, 5th inning, it's still 4-2. So possible that the Dodgers can pick up the game. Okay, so the count on Pollock is 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 out. So let's see if Pollock can pick up the run, bring him in, or at least advance to third base, but it has to be on a hit. Somehow he has to get to first base. Foul ball. It's almost 4 o'clock, so the game started at 1:10, so we're almost to 3 hours. The Rockies fans didn't like that pitch. They felt like it came in there, but it looks like that was an overhead curve. Didn't quite get low enough. Didn't quite cross the plate. Pollock is hanging in there. He's fouled a few off. He's got 2 and 2. 2 outs.
I can't believe we can't see the numbers.
I'm just glad we could see the baseball players.
No!
And there it is.
Oh, Captain.
Pollock's just hit a double out to right center field, and the Dodgers scored. So now it's 5-4. 5-4 Rockies. Okay, so the Rocky fans, I hate to say that they've woken up. They've been awake, but now they're making some noise for some defense. So let's see what happens now. The Dodgers have Will Smith, pinch hitter. Not that Will Smith. This is the Dodgers Will Smith, not the other one. Kind of a smoky day today. So right now we're at the bottom of the 8th. The Rockies are up, and it's 5-4 Rockies. If the Dodgers can retire the side without the Rockies scoring, they got one more chance in the top of the 9th to pull the game out. Their pitcher now is Phil Bickford. He looks like he's a fireball pitcher. Now's the time to shut the Rockies down and then see if we can score maybe 1 or 2 runs at the top of the 9th. Since we're getting late in the game, Mark and I have come down into the field concourse. Well, we don't know right now if we're going to even stay to the rest of the game because we got to catch a bus back. And the Rockies are threatening in the bottom of the 8th. It's 5-4. So they're threatening in the bottom of the 8th. There are actually quite a few people. So if you like the video, I would appreciate a big thumbs up. Give me the okay. Let me know that you like the video. And please hit that subscription button if you've been watching it this far. And I just wanted to say that I did have a burrito bowl without any meat in it or dairy, and it was really good. It was really filling. It had black beans and pinto, and it also had rice. Also had some pico de gallo. It did have a little bit of spice. I think that was from the pico de gallo, so it probably had some jalapeno in it, but it was still really good, very filling. And that was it for the Rockies in the bottom of the 8th. Yeah, that was Mark saying that the Rockies just choked. So that's going to do it for the day. We didn't stay till the very end of the game, and sometimes I'll do this. I just like the experience of coming down to Coors Field, very beautiful stadium, and just seeing some baseball. This is the only baseball game that I've been to this year. I hope the Dodgers can pull the game out. If not, I think there's about 10 games left. Please be safe, take care, and that's going to be it for today's video and adventure. Goodbye.